Hejo, jestem Aloy, a to Vampyr. Idziemy znaleźć tego gościa. Ostatniego. To już jest ostatni nieznany nam towarzysz. A to jest zagadka, o której zapomniałam, że tu istnieje. I jak się ją zrobi, to się dostaje bodajże jakiś miecz. Tam super ekstra broń, czy coś takiego. Ale że nie zamierzam zmieniać broni, bo stał mi dobrze, to nie będę robiła tego. Chociaż może zrobię, ale poza nagraniem, żeby zrobić, wiecie, achievement. O! Widzę, że nawet karteczek wszystkich jeszcze nie udało nam się znaleźć.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
Jesteś chory, nie jesteś. Łupięć, jeszcze cię nie mogę zjeść, ale śmieszny obrazek ma na twarz. Ale tak byśmy nie zjedli.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
Here is the money.
The glutton. A man who just eats life as a cake. A righteous ego, surprised to fall in love.
Zapłacę mu kasę i dostaję wskazówkę? Spróbujmy jeszcze raz.
Can you read the cards for me?
Put the money on the table then, Jonathan, and open your mind.
Dobra.
Here is the money.
The hermit. An old man. A broken soul who has seen too much. The burden of guilt. This man will give up once the disease is defeated.
Łe, myślałam, że to będzie jakaś wskazówka znowu do
What can
kogoś.
you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller then.
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Okej.
Read my fortune then.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
Ciekawe, czy nam mówi.
Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the primate of St. Paul's Stole.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The guard of Priwen, who else? For a time, they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal.
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though. Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of his time, sometimes a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Is there anything you could...
Aloysius,
He's not...
true.
Chciałam na to kliknąć. O,
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
okej.
How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
She could have survived as a vampire. If only she had given me a chance to explain. If only I could have found the words.
Not all vampires accept their new condition. Since suicide is impossible, you have to find a way to get someone else to relieve the pain.
I could have saved her.
No, Jonathan.
Okej.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
Okej.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
I would rather not know.
A o to przecież pytaliśmy dopiero.
How do you...
I told you.
Is it
Vampire
All right.
walls.
Okej, wskazówki o nim nie mamy, jak widzę.
Goodbye, sir.
I read. Cards never lie, but they are never easy to read.
No dobra, to udało nam się poznać już wszystkich w... Co to jest? W West Endzie. Tak jest, ja i moja skleroza. Dostaliśmy wskazówkę od Udało Kimurze. W ogóle ciekawi mnie, czemu nie mogłam powiedzieć temu gościowi ze Scotland Yardu, że już znalazłam tą babkę w ściekach, Boże. Nie, w kanałach i że ona wraca czy coś. Dobra, tutaj już byliśmy.
It's locked.
To nie wiedzieć, czemu jest zamknięte. Pewnie muszę otworzyć od środka albo coś takiego. Jak to w Vampyrze już często jest. Dobra. Tu, jak widzę, większość już zwiedziliśmy. A może by tak otworzyć sobie to przejście do Whitechapel? A tu czemu tu mam iść? A ja tu już zapytałam wszystkich o Aloysiusa. Czy może mamy dla niego coś nowego, czy do niego? No.
What are you...
No.
Goodbye, detective.
No dobra, to idziemy do Aloysiusa. O, śmietnik. W ogóle... Aż doktor Reed jest bogaty, bo grzebie w śmietnikach. Czy to nie jest niepokojące? I chyba poszłam w złą stronę. Tak, bo tu jest znowu wejście do faceta. Czemu on jest wróżem? Czy może jako wróż dlatego jest w stanie po prostu odkryć?
It's locked, all right.
Czy może właśnie jako wróżka jest w stanie odkryć
I can't believe
rzeczy o
I'm
wampirach
doing
i
this.
dlatego jest tym przewodniczącym bractwa? Mamy 7000 punktów. Co wy na to, żeby się przespać, zanim pójdziemy do Aloysiusa Dawsona? Ta kryjówka wręcz kusi, żeby to zrobić. W ogóle przez chwilę myślałam, że naprawdę to całe będzie jego posiadłością. No dobra. Musimy iść tam, gdzie on mieszka, ale tymczasem chciałabym dowiedzieć się, mamy tak, jedną nową... Aha, jemu nadal musimy powiedzieć te rzeczy, tak? Musimy dowiedzieć się, gdzie jest ten... go odzyskać. Oj. I to w zasadzie jest już wszystko, prawda? Ja musimy tylko oddać te karteczki. Już chyba w ogóle znalazłam tą kartkę, tylko ciągle mi się tam nie chce do niego iść, bo on jest gdzieś daleko strasznie. Właściwie wszystkich wyleczyliśmy poza tą kobietą, po prostu jej nie mogłam wyleczyć, nie miałam nawet jak. W zasadzie możemy iść, rozwinąć umiejętności i się przespać i może przy okazji szpital... W szpitalu roślinka się wyleczy i będzie można zobaczyć, jak wygląda roślinka. 7000 punktów to jest całkiem spoko i potem prawdopodobnie pójdziemy spać chyba jeszcze. Chociaż nie, może poczekam do tego Dawsona, bo wiecie, zmieniłam zdanie. Poczekam na Dawsona i go zjemy. Co wy na to? Zobaczę, ile on da mi punktów. Dobra, chyba trzeba iść w tą stronę. Tak, w tą stronę, w tą stronę. Każecie mi wrócić teraz tutaj znowu. Zdaje mi się, że to jest jego dom. Albo i nie.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains. Am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Nie. Jestem gotowa go zjeść. Jak miałam nie zjadać w ogóle nikogo, tak postanowiłam, że jego chcę. Gdzie go znajdziemy? Bo nie wiem, czy iść na górę, czy... Choć raczej każą mi pewnie wejść do tego pokoju. Tak, on jest na dole, więc możemy sobie tutaj jeszcze piętro pozwiedzać. Zabierać jakieś listy.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Uważa, że to niesprawiedliwe na 100%. Ale fajnie, że znaleźliśmy wskazówkę. Zaświeciła się. A to? Aloysius Dawson dozna zaszczytu bycia jedynym człowiekiem, którego zjemy w ciągu całej gry. Prawdopodobnie. On jest sobie tutaj na dole, więc spoko, jeszcze mogę tu pobiegać. Ucichła muzyka. W ogóle wygląda na to, że tutaj nie ma za wiele do zebrania. muzyka wróciła. Dzień dobry.
It's locked.
Zobaczmy, ile tam mamy punktów w ogóle u Dawsona. Czy możemy go zjeść? Czy warto go zjeść? Chętnie bym sobie zwiększyła poziom, wiecie? I zobaczyła, czy kwiatek żyje. I pogadała sobie z doktorem, Swanzim. On nam da 2000 punktów. Ja wiem, czy warto 2000 punktów. Dla 2000 punktów
It's locked, all right.
go zjadać. Czemu tu są dwa sejfy? Kogoś jeszcze mogę stąd zjeść? Czy po prostu Dawson będzie miał dwa klucze w kieszeni? No dobra, przemyślimy jeszcze sprawę teraz w międzyczasie, czy go zjadać, czy nie.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
So I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold. So cold.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Zjedzmy go, zdecydowanie.
Let's move on then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London, I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
W zasadzie czemu nie mógł tego zrobić jeszcze, jak jest człowiekiem? Skoro tak bardzo chciał.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
Okay.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated, as soon as they are spotted.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Tak się zastanawiam, właściwie 2000 tych punktów expa to niewiele nam da, bo rozwiniemy tylko, nie wiem, jeden poziom naszej umiejętności. Dobra, no, już niech nasz doktor będzie dobry. Ten ksiądz to był wypadek. Ten ksiądz przy walce z Mary to był wypadek. Tak. Dobra. Nie zjadajmy go. Dokonajmy dobrego wyboru jako dobry wampir. I najwyżej najwyżej zjemy kogoś mało użytecznego z reszty mieszkańców, jak już będzie taka konieczność. No dobra.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast, my family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death, I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear, I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
No i tak miał umrzeć, to znaczy mogłam go ocalić, ale...
It's locked.
Hej, dajcie mi klucz. Chcę zebrać save. Cóż,
It's locked.
nie mogę. Trudno, no, nasz doktor dokonał dobrego wyboru. To znaczy wyboru, który można moralnie uznać za dobry, ponieważ gościu i tak
It's
umierał.
locked, all right.
Więc my jako doktor po prostu pozwalamy mu odejść w spokoju bez strachu przed śmiercią. I teraz musimy iść powiedzieć do Redgrave'a, co zrobiliśmy. Pewnie nas wyrzuci z klubu Ascalon. A on tutaj stoi i na nas czeka.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
I czemu się tu ładuje?
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital. Do not dare show yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
Cześć, Old Bridget.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Okej.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
O, powiedzmy jej to.
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Musimy iść uratować szpital. Ale skoro atak jest tej nocy, to znaczy, że mogę się jeszcze iść przespać. Czy jak się prześpię, to znaczy, że wszyscy umrą, bo poszłam spać zamiast uratować szpital. W każdym razie wygląda na to, że tak zakończymy odcinek. Choć wcześniej jeszcze bym chciała zerknąć w jedno miejsce, tego sobie nie otworzę raczej. Gdzieś tutaj powinien krążyć ten policjant ze Scotland Yardu. Inspektor. Detektyw, inspektor, ktoś tam ze Scotland Yardu. No ale dobra, chodźmy tędy, otworzymy sobie drzwi przy okazji. Świetnie, otworzyliśmy drzwi do Whitechapel. Teraz, kiedy najmniej tego potrzebuję, mogę już przejść każdą drogą. No ale dobra. Tymczasem chciałabym... Straszyłam się. Tymczasem chciałabym znaleźć tego faceta. Co tu się stało? Aha, to jest nasza kryjówka. On chyba jest z drugiej strony. Może jednak pójdę spać? 9000 punktów i w ogóle. Tutaj jesteś.
Dr. Reed, still conducting your nocturnal survey?
Is it true you were dropped in rank? Tell me about it.
Yes, it is. I made a terrible mistake. I deserved it. Sometimes I think I should have resigned.
So why are you still working here?
Because I'm a damn fine copper. I just don't want to have someone innocent hung again by mistake because of me.
The death penalty is not an efficient deterrent. I sometimes think it pushes criminals to more violence, since they know they have nothing to lose.
I agree. I'm convinced all civilized nations should abolish the death penalty. Maybe after the war, once that bloodshed is over, the survivors will change that.
Okej, super, mamy wskazówkę.
Why do you think there shouldn't be a death penalty?
I believe no one should decide to take a man's life. Not a nation or a government.
Are you a pacifist, Inspector?
No, sir. But I believe in divine justice. Only God has the right to decide who will live and who must die.
What are you in?
I have a missing...
Tell me about...
She's awake.
Do you have...
No.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan.
Dobra. To będzie na tyle w tym odcinku, a w następnym widzimy się w szpitalu. I ufam, że dam sobie radę z tym, co tam na mnie czeka, nawet jeśli nie rozwinę postaci. Bye bye!